We're going to do legs and then get into waist. So we're going to do bent leg lifts, straight leg lifts, then we'll do into the waist. So lengthen the top hip away so you have your natural curve. Side lying, top hand rests on the side of your pelvis to make sure it remains still. And then we do 10 bent leg lifts. 2, ankle stays lower than your knee. So 5 more. Notice if the hip is rolling backwards. So Karen, reach the knee forwards more. That's it. 2 more. Keep the leg up. Extend it back and forwards. 10 of these, hip extension, back. If you want to make it easier, you can just put your overball underneath the ankle so that you've got support, or the knee, and then extend the leg forwards and backwards. Check, fingertips come to your pubic bone and just above your belly button. That distance ideally stays the same. We've got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep the leg behind you. Extend it straight. Twist it in, twist it out, 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 twist it in, twist it out. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then rest it down a moment. Inner thigh, bottom leg. So options are you either open your leg we've just been working so that it's turned out to the ceiling. Bottom leg is going to stay bent, actually. So think of this as a bent leg lift. So we're doing it. That's it. Notice if your foot is trying to do all the work. So keep the ankle heavy and then lift from the inner thigh. 2. That's it. 3. 4. Notice if the top leg is trying to come in. So the pelvis and everything else stays still. If it's moving, make this one smaller. Getting into the tummy, pelvis untucked. 1 more. And then from there, move your top leg foot further away. So your bottom leg is going to slide along the floor back and then forward. So just slide it a couple of times on the floor. So you're like, that is my movement. Okay, now lift it up and then slide it. 1, 2, hip extension. 3, lengthening through the waist. 5, 6, 7, find the buttocks. 8, still lifting that inner thigh. 1 more to go. And then extend it forwards. Lift it up. Twist it in, twist it out, twist it in, twist it out. So it's quite high. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. 4 more. 3, yes, you will feel it in the hip. 2, last one. And then rest both legs straight. Then we get the benefit of doing the waist in a double leg lift. Hand goes to the ribs to make sure that they remain still. So lift the legs up and down. So how high can you lift your legs before the pelvis joins in? So there is a little range of lift and lower that your legs can do in the hip sockets. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 3 more. And that windscreen wipers it reminds me of. 2. Stay with the legs up. Hand goes to the floor. Lengthen the waist, abdominals. Now it goes higher and we get into the waist. 3, 4, 5. Double leg lift. 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest it down. So we're going to keep the legs at full height and scissor the legs one forwards and back. So breathing out, use the hand if you need to. High as you can, legs. The waist has shortened. Scissor. 1, 1. Forward and back. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Keep those legs up. 6. Connecting into the tummy. 8, 9. Last one. And rest it down. Did we feel it?
Yes.
Let's do it on the other side. Hooray! Test of memories, thinking about what we started with. We were side lying, straight line, back of the head to the tailbone. It's important your pelvis is untucked. Legs are at 90 degrees, hips are stacked. Natural curves through the waist and along. So I've got some space in my bottom waist. We did 10 bent leg lifts. So 1, 2, ankle is lower than the knee. 3, 4, the pelvis is still, so everything else is still. So notice, is everything else still for you? Exhale. If you feel the weight shifting on the bottom leg or the bottom hip, then your pelvis has moved. We're going to keep the leg up here and then go for hip extension, back and forwards again. Change that hand so it's on your pubic bone and then just thumb slightly above the belly button. Ideally, that distance stays exactly the same. Connect into that tummy halfway. 5 more. That's it. 4. Take it at your pace. 2, again, if you need support, you can put that over ball underneath the foot. Keep the leg behind you. Extend it. Then it twisted. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. 2 more. Last one. And rest it down. Inner thigh, open the top leg to the ceiling. So we get a nice stretch through the thigh. Pelvis is still untucked, so making sure that you're long in the waist. Lifting the bottom leg, lift. 2. Again, if the top leg is moving, make this smaller. So it may be that it barely lifts off the floor, or the thigh can lift, but the ankle has to stay on the floor. If that's your range of motion. So find what works for you. Use the hand if you need to as you do your last 2, 1, and then we open that bottom foot further. Slide your underneath leg behind you and forward. So hip extension motion. That's it. Just make sure you've got enough room to slide it. Then we lifted it and then went 10. 2, keep that wrap in the other leg so you're having to work that buttocks. 5, it's just the leg swinging. 6, pelvis and spine staying still, neck relaxed. 2 more to go. 2, 1, and then we extend it forwards, lift it up. You can bring the top leg in if you want to. Twist it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Twisting from the top of the hip rather than ankle. 8, 9, 10, and rest it down for your double leg lift. Both legs straight, stacked, waist long. So remember, your pelvis stays still, your hand can go down if you need extra support. So can you lift your legs and stay balanced? That's the challenge. Notice if your ribs are trying to lift off the floor, if so, use those hands. That's it. So we go. Lift 10 of these. Lift. Shoulders broad. Relax that neck and those ribs. 2 more to go. 2. Last 1. And then from here we do the second round of 10, but working into the waist. So lift the legs as far as they'll go. Then you go higher to get into the waist. 10 of these. Breathing out, connecting into the tummy. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last 1. And then from there, rest it down. We're going to do scissors. So take the leg up as high as you can and walk them. Scissor, 1 forward, 1 back. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Relax the neck. Keep those legs up to your height. 1 more each leg. And then we rest it down.